This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hello everyone. Very good morning to all. So in today's session, we need to discuss about array iteration methods. What is iteration methods? Already we discussed iteration of the arrays, right? By using for loop, while loop. You can use any one of the loop for iterating the arrays. But here, arrays is providing a separate concept for iterating methods. And while iterating data, this is the best scenarios, guys. Here, these methods are used for iterating the data. Generally, if we can, okay, we can iterate by using for loop. I have one more thing called for each. This is the loop. This is the method actually, and this is the loop actually. For loop, everybody know for loop and while loop and do while loop. Like this, we are having many things, right? Do while loop like this. These are all the looping statements. But for each is a method. Like this, we have map method, we have reduce method, we have sum method. Like this, we have so many methods are there. Reduce, sum, every. So like this, we have so many methods are there. But remember, what these people are suggesting for iterating arrays, these are the best methods. Why? Before, with if you are using for while, do while for iterating, and what these people are suggesting, these are the best methods for iterating the arrays. But here you can see we have to initialize the array. hmm? After that we have to check the condition, right? So after that we have to increment or decrement the value. After that we have to execute the block of code. So these are all the steps are going to be involved in the above looping statements, right? Then generally, so if you are writing any loop, these steps are going to be involved in thing. But in these methods, these are the methods. In these methods, we don't want to increment or we don't want to decrement, whatever it may be, guys, right? Remember, I just want to tell you one point. Iteration methods operate on every value of an array. So for example, if you have 30 values in the array, this for each method will iterate on each and every item 30 times. Sorry, each and every item. So it will be repeated 30 times automatically. We don't want to write I equal to 0, and we don't want to find the length of an array every time. So that's not required actually. So this is what exactly the things will do, right? Now you can see the first method. Remember, all the iteration methods, not only this, all iteration methods operate on every value of an array. Every value of an array. For example, if you have 30 values in the array, the for each method will check each and every value in the array. 30 values, 30 times it will check each and every value. And whatever the things you want to do on the values, yes, we can perform, right? So these are the methods. We are not going to use this, right? Now, if you can go with the for each method, what is this for each method? So for each and every value, the name itself is saying that for each and every value in the array, I want to apply some logic, right? So this method check each and every item of an array, right? Each and every item of an array. And moreover, this method has a parameter. So we don't want to pass anything, guys. For example, if you have an array, so this array dot for each, so in this we have to pass a callback function as a parameter. I think yesterday you seen, right? Compare function like this, but here we have to pass a callback function. That function we can write like this, guys. Can you see function? And this is the thing, guys. Directly we can write the logic here, but this function may write some logic. So sorry, this function have some parameters guys here. First one is going to be the value of the array. Second one is going to be the index of the array, and third one is the array itself. So every time you want to print the array, that is the array, but this is optional, third one. So if you can print the array console.log of value, you will get the value of the array, each and every item in the array. No, you want to get the index of the array? Yeah, you can write this as an index, then index will be printed. So wait, I will show you how exactly this method. But did you see this is also a loop kind of stuff, but we are not writing initialization, we are not writing incrementation or condition or block of code, and there is no finding length of an array. And this method will work automatically on each and every item of the array. Now let's go here. Let us open the file. So in our file, let me take array methods, right? Okay. Now this is an array we are having. Let us take this array where numbers. Now you can check this is numbers array. Now you can write numbers dot for each. In this we can pass a callback function. This callback function having three parameters. One is value, index, I you can take no problem, and the array. Array you are iterating, right? So actually that is numbers only, right? So now you can check this. I'm going to not here inside the array only, right? Okay. Can you see now? I'm writing console.log. Now you can see v. Okay, I'm writing v. Can we go and check this? What is going to be happen here? I'm just running the file. And if you can press F12 and check the console, and we can see all the values of an array, right? We are getting all the values of an array. Now if you can take I, we can get the index of the array. Refresh the page. Yes, we are getting the index of the array. How many values are there? There are total 12 values are there, and 0 to 11 you are getting. So if you can take ARR, then if you can refresh the page, now you can check this. Each and every time array is printed. Actually we don't want to print the array. 12 times the array got printed, I believe, right? This is exactly the array we are having. Okay, right, this is an array. So like this we can print the values of an array, whatever you want. For example, you want to sum all the values, right? Let us see. Now I'm just going to make something. Let us take su where sum sum equal to nothing. It is a 0. Initially we have to make with 0. Now you can see I'm writing sum plus equal to v. Then what is going to be happen, guys? Each and every value will be summed, right? Console.log of sum. By just writing this, now you can see all the values are going to be summed together, and we can get the final value called 1524. So like this kind of logics we can write. But remember, here we are not writing initializations or conditions or incrementation and all, nothing. We are not writing anything. So this is also works like a loop. So I think we implemented one program. Do you remember? I think subjects. Where is the program? I don't know. Let me check this. The program subjects is created. I think we didn't create, right? Let me do one thing. So what I want to do here, here we have subjects array. This is the subjects array. Let me apply the same here, whatever we are having. Yeah, function, you're asking about function parameters, right? These are the I mean, we have to pass three parameters here. The parameters may be anything. Remember, the first parameter, you can take anything. I will take hello. Yeah, hello is a variable. The second parameter is the index. I will take something called position. The third parameter is the array you are iterating. What is the array I'm iterating? This is the array I'm iterating. That's the reason I'm passing something like this. You can take any variable here, no problem. But the first parameter will holds the values of an array. The second parameter will holds the position of the array, and the third parameter is nothing but the array you are iterating. So you can take any values there, no problem. The values we are passing to the callback function are of your choice completely. There is no predefined and user defined. All are user defined only. Okay, right. Let me show you here a small scenario. Generally, these are the some best scenarios. Now you can see I'm taking where txt is equal to empty. Sorry, txt equal to okay empty. Txt plus equal to generally I'm taking this as a UL. Okay, this is UL open, and I just want to close the UL also. Inside of it, I just want to go with the subjects dot for each, subjects dot for each. So as the callback function as a parameter with the parameters called sub comma index comma and the subjects array subs array. Right, it could be anything. Actually, third parameter is optional. If you don't want, you can remove it, no problem at all, right? So this is right, exactly. So now you can see I'm taking txt plus equal to, I'm taking li open, li close. Simply every item, right? This is every item is going to be available in the sub. That's all. Subject. Each and every subject will be available there. Now we can print this document dot write, document dot write, right? So txt, if we can write it now, can we go and check this on the screen? We can see the subjects list as well like this. So I don't want to print on the console. I want to print something on the screen. No, for example, you want to take a div on the screen. To this div, if you can take something, now you can take a div and div this div ID equal to some data. If you want to bind this, right? So exactly that UL should be go and placed into this, right? Now you can see document dot write. In this, I'm going to document dot get element by ID now. Get element by ID. The ID is data dot inner html equal to txt now. So we can bind like this also. Now refresh the page. Now the subjects was appended to data, and the data is having ul something like this also we can iterate. So this is the way of iterating data without initializations, without incrementations and all. Simply we can make something like this. Remember, by using for each, Kiran, we can iterate one array at a time. You cannot iterate two arrays now. So if you have two arrays are fortunately here, so this is the this is the second array you are having. So can we iterate both the arrays at a time? No, it is not possible. Definitely, we can iterate this array first. After that, we have to iterate this array. So first we iterated subjects array. Na? Again, you have to go there. You have to iterate numbers array. We can't iterate two arrays at a time. Na? Remember, these iteration methods are iterate every value in the array, not multiple arrays, only one array at a time. One array is completed, you can go for second array, no problem, right? This is how the things are going to be executed. Okay, now this is for each. Now the next method is also very important thing, guys. Here if you can see the parameters also, I think you got the clarity. The third in the callback function, actually this is a callback function, guys. Here generally, do you have any idea what is a callback function? Normally, for each is a function. We know that here for each is a function. When I am calling the for each function, what this for each function is doing, this is calling another function that is going to be called callback function. Generally, one function call is completed, that function will call another function. So this is the for each is a function actually. We are calling for each function. If we can call for each function, this is calling a callback function. That is called, it is calling another function. Generally, this process is called callback function. Whenever we are calling one function, that is going to be called one more function. separately. That is going to be called callback function, guys. That's all. Right. So now you can go there here. Now the next thing, guys, here, I think the parameters also, if you can observe, the third parameter is optional. I think index is also optional. I'm thinking, let us take only sub. If you can take only sub, yeah, still it is working, guys, here. One is mandatory. If you can remove sub also, I think it will be give you an error. Sub is not defined. Let me check this. I'm not passing anything inside of it. Oh, we don't have any error, so it is doesn't give you any error. But definitely one parameter is mandatory. Yes or not, right? So if you are not passing parameter, how we can get the value of it? Definitely we have to pass it, but it's working without passing any parameter also. It's working, but it's a good thing to go with a parameter, guys. Okay, right. Right, guys, this is all about the thing. So how we are iterating the data. Now the next method is very, very important in our entire thing, JavaScript. I mean, why, how this method will work, you know, guys, yeah? The method is map, map method. In React applications, without map method, I think you can use for each also, no problem. But 99% people will use map method. Why? Because by using map method, we can iterate the data, as well as map method will return the data also. It will do two jobs, guys, here. Here for each does not return anything. For each method does not return anything to us. Return in the sense it will give some value actually. It doesn't give you anything. Now you can check this. Now I'm going with the map method. How the map method will do? Remember, map method can create a new array, right? Remember some points I want right here. Simply, map is very, very important by using this method. Actually, what this method will do, map method will iterate each and every item. Map method will iterate each and every item in the array. Every item in the array. Here we don't want to mention incrementations, decrementations, or anything here like for each. Okay, first of all, map method will iterate each and every item in the array. After iterating, this method creates a new array, right? This method creates a new array by performing a function on each and every element. So generally, with the values, actually what this method will do, it will iterate throughout the array, each and every value. Based on those values, it can change the value of an array, or it can do anything, but it can create a new array as well. Okay, this is one point you have to remember. Right. So definitely, map method, one more point, guys, here. This method does not execute if the array values are empty, right? Remember carefully, this method, one more point, this method does not execute if the array values are empty. If they are empty, this is not going to be executed. But maybe in the for each method, you can check this. We written for each, no? Like this, we written for each. 1 minute. Let me show you one small scenario here. This is for each. Now, I don't have any values in the array. Okay, this is an empty array. I'm iterating empty array. Let me go and refresh the page. Do you have any error here? Nothing. So, I mean, what for each can do? For each can iterate empty arrays also. Actually, there is no values in the array, na? But still it is iterating, right? Still it is iterating. I think it is printing UL also, but there is no LI items. Okay, right. No, we don't have any problem. But here, what I'm saying you one point, this method does not execute if the array values are empty. Right, one more thing. This method does not change the original array, does not modify or change the original array. Some methods are there, they will change the original arrays, but this method does not change the original array. Remember, this is very, very important, the 3 points here, because they will ask us in interview, what is the difference between for each and map maybe? So then you have to ask us, right? So you have to say something like this method creates a new array. Without creating new array also we can work with it. This method does not iterate if the array is empty. I mean, if there is no values in the array, this method cannot iterate, this method cannot execute, right? So function doesn't modify, or I mean this method does not change or modify the original array. Generally there are two things are there guys here. Mutator methods. What is this is mutator? What is the meaning of mutator method? You know, mutator method, some methods are called mutator methods. If the original array is changes are affected, actually I have some values in the array like this 10, 20, 30, 40, something like this. After iterating by using mutator methods, the values of arrays may change it. The values of arrays may change it. So then that is called mutator method. If the original array changes by using a method, then that method is called mutator method. It is mutating the array data. If it is not changed, that is not a mutator method. Simply those are called accessor methods, I believe. The technical word accessor methods, I believe, right? What is meant by accessor method? It doesn't change any value of the array. What is mutator? If the original array get changed, so then those methods, which method is changing the original array, that method is called mutator method, right? So okay, anyhow this method is not going to change anything in the array. This is very important, the map method, right? Now let us see how can we apply the map method on the array. It will give you an array also guys here, right? Let us show you. Let me keep this into comment here, everything the same you can take here, subjects dot map. Each and every item will be iterated. So now you can check this into a variable where x is equal to, now you can see I'm writing subjects dot map. We can write why I'm taking this into a variable. It is going to return a value, right? That's the reason I'm writing like this. This is going to return a value. If you want to calculate everything, yeah, we can calculate everything. Let me go with the numbers. Now you can see by using all the values of the array, we can sum them. Now you can see this is a callback function we have to pass here. In this callback function also guys, three parameters. Same here also we can take value index comma arr. You can take the same values here. This is going to return, I'm just going to return this entire array val into 2. I'm writing something like this. Then what is going to be happen if we can print the variable x here? Now can we see? I'm going to do console.log of x. I'm just printing the x. Now if we can refresh the page, can we see what are we getting in the console? We are getting all the values of an array. So but did you see each and every value is multiplied with 2? Do you observe? That's a very important thing. So every, see, what is map method? It will be apply on each and every item. So each and every item, first 10 into 2, 134 into 2, 2 into 2, 45 into 2, 123 into 2, 300 into 2, like this, that is going to be applied on each and every item. So did you see, we are changing the value of an array, right? So we are changing the value of the array. All right, so this is going to create a new array to you again. This is an array, but I think it is changing, right? This is a mutator method. Now this is does not modify the original array we written, but it is modifying the original array. I mean, if original array subjects, right? Now you can go and print the console.log. You cannot get any modification here in the subjects. It should be same 10, 134 something. But if we can take the x array, this is the modified array. X is a modified array. So, but the original array subjects is modified. No, it is not modified, right? Sorry, subjects are numbers. Numbers. Now, can we see the original array does not modified? If it is modified, then what we can call this is a mutator method. This is not a mutator method. As I told you the point that does not modify change the original array. But you can see the updated values here. All the values we can update, whatever the values we have there, and we can update them and we can iterate the data here, guys. Exactly. So this is one scenario. Now if you don't want, you did earlier one scenario, right? You can do that kind of scenario also. Now you want to sum the values, each and every value. It is going to return each and every value into 2. That is going to be generated a new array. Exactly, guys. Okay, right. Now you can see earlier we implemented one scenario now where txt is equal to, try to see, where txt equal to empty. Now I'm going to take txt plus equal to ul tag open, ul tag close. The same scenario we implemented, right? By using this also. But in this point of time, this is written a new array, some updated array, right? But here, I don't want to return array. I want to print the values like for each loop. Right now, you can see this is going to be subjects, subjects dot map. In this map, we can pass a callback function. We can pass something called val comma index comma the original array. I'm not returning this time. Earlier in the function callback, you return the value. I don't want to return, guys, here. I just want to take something called txt plus equal to, I'm going to take li open, li close, like this also. Can you see? For each is not doing this job, right? I think this is going to do something like this. This is going to be the val. Now I think I need to bind the data, right? Document.getElement by id txt. Just you can go and check this. Let me check this. What is going to be happen here? Now I'm refreshing the page. Can you see the subjects are getting printed? This is how the map method will do some behavior. It is doing multiple jobs, guys. Remember, if you don't want to print anything, I want to update the array, I want to print the updated array. Yes, we can take like this, guys. Here the below scenario. Here this method is returning a value. Here the same method is not returning anything, it is simply printing. These two scenarios we are using in React.js application development. Must and shouldly everywhere in the React, definitely we can use the map method. It's very important, guys. Try to concentrate on it, exactly how the map method is going to be executed. Now, okay, next method is going to be filter method, guys. Let us go with the one more method called filter. Lot of methods are there. This is also this is also iteration method. Every iteration method will iterate each and every item in the array. That's no doubt, right? But this method also will creates a new array. Creates a new array. This is going to create a new array. So this method will will iterate each and every item in the array, right? This is exactly how to write this point also. Same, all this point is common for every iteration method. Each and every method, each and every iteration method will iterate each and every item of the array. After iterating each and every item, will create a new array. It will create a new array, guys, definitely. Right, so now you can see, I just want to take a small scenario. Generally, what is the meaning of filter, guys, here? Generally, what is the meaning of filter? I want to filter the data. Filter the data in the sense, for example, I have some aged people. In this aged people, I want to get 18 years above people or 18 years below people. So how can we filter the data? I'm getting some salaried people in the array. So in these salaries, I want to bring the people below salary, above salary. If you want to perform this kind of logics, we can use the method called filter method. Now you can just check this. Now I'm just going to take this. So in this, I want to take below 100. In the above numbers array, I just want to take below 100 or above 100, whatever you want, you can take it. This is filtering only. Now you can check this. This is going to return a new array, guys. Okay, this is going to return a new array. Now I'm writing this. Let us take a variable const or anything you can take. Const age equal to numbers dot filter filter filter. In this, pass a callback function. Again the same val comma index comma array, the original array. So in this, what it is going to do, it is going to return something, guys. I think we have to check the thing. Return sorry, val greater than 18. I written something like this. I mean, what is going to be happen if we can print ages? Now you can see I'm going to log this statement console.log of ages. Now you can check this. You can get 18 above array. 18 above array. So all this is 18 above array na? So this is how we can filter the data. Like this, we can write many logics here, not only this logic. Now I'm taking less than symbol. So now you will get an array of less than array, less than ages of 18 and something like this. So if it is a 0, we don't want to execute. If it is some other, we want to execute. Like this, we have to filter the data. If array contain any negative values, I don't want to process them, right? We have to filter the array by removing all the negative values. Sometimes we may get some negative values, sometimes we may get some characters, sometimes we may get some other thing, whatever it may be. So I want to filter them, nothing but I want to remove them. After removing them, I want to get the fresh array. So now you can check the original array, console.log the numbers. I just want to print this original array also. Is it getting any changes here? Nothing changes in the original array. The thing is only new array is created with the filtered values. See, the method itself is a filter. The method itself is a filter method. By using this filter method, yeah, we can filter the values of an array. Exactly, guys. This is how we can filter the values of an array. Not only filter logic, guys, here, you can write any logic here based on our requirement. But one thing, keep it in mind. I want to filter the values. I want to filter some strings and whatever it may be. If we can think, yeah, we can go like this, guys. Exactly. So this is how we can write some logics. I have a small doubt. Can I iterate the logic like this by using this filter method? Actually, filter method will return the data. This time, I'm not returning anything. Try to see, guys. This is very important scenario. Like for each is returning and it is printing. But here, by using filter method, I want to check it. Now this is going to be filter, filter filter. Filter is going to do any job. Yeah, filter is also printing the data, guys, here, but we didn't write any logic here. Conditionally, if you want, yeah, you can write some logic conditionally, and after that you can leave it, no problem, right? Exactly. So this is also printing the same job. It is, see, one thing, iteration methods. What is meant by iteration methods? Each and every item, it will be touched in the array. It will check each and every item, right? So it is also doing the same. Filter method also will iterate each and every item. While iterating each and every item, it will check some conditions. It will check some conditions like this. But here we are not checking any conditions. It is displaying the data as it is, as we expected. Okay, now, right? Very important. So all the methods will do the same job. It can do anything. If it is a you are asking about string, right? You have tried the string related logics, right? So here it is a number, every number, then you have tried a string related logics. Can you see now? This is, you're talking about a string. What type of logic you want, right? I'm not getting the logic here instantly here. For example, if you can take this as a subjects dot filter. So here definitely it's not a number na. On the string values, you cannot apply something like this, right? So definitely this is going to be something like this, right? So I'm just going to return value equal to HTML. I just write in a small condition. Then what is going to be happen? If the value is HTML, then only that will become, otherwise remaining is not going to become there. I just written something like this. Now you can see only HTML will be there in the array. Such a kind of filtering logics, if you want write it, yeah, we can write it. Now I'm taking one more HTML. Now you can check this. I'm taking one more HTML. I think you will get the second HTML also in the array. I mean, what it will do, it will verify each and every item of the array. We are checking val. What is the meaning of val here? Each and every item equal to HTML. First time HTML matched, second time CSS not matched. third time JavaScript not matched, third time some other they are not matched, something like. Lastly HTML and HTML, that is matched and it is pushed to the following array if it is matched, otherwise it is not going to do the thing. You can apply, but we need to get some proper logic now. So actually the thing, we don't have, I didn't get any logic here. I mean, just I can compare the value here, whatever it may be. I want to get all HTMLs, I want to get all JSON, I want to get all Ajax values, something like this. Yeah. So in the numbers also, I want to get only 2, in the sense 2 is placed in the 3 times, right? Yeah, we can get those values also there automatically, right? This is what the method exactly called. uh, one more method, guys, here we can go with finally, reduce method. This is the method called reduce. The name itself is saying that what is the meaning of reducing, Andy? Right, reducing in the sense we can reduce the size of the array or whatever it may be. It will become like this, right? Exactly. So now I want to talk about something called reduce method. Reduce method also will iterate each and every item in the array. That is common. Reduce method, reduce, reducer, right, will iterate each and every item in the array. This is common, nothing difference in this method definition. Remember here, will iterate, this method will iterate, this method will iterate each and every item of the array and produces a single value. Guys, got it, the clarity? It will give you always a single value, it won't give you the multiple values, guys. Exactly. I think earlier I written, right, some logic, simple thing. For getting single value, we can use the reduce method. For example, where x is equal to, you can write numbers dot reduce, numbers dot reduce. So same like callback function with val comma index comma and array. Okay, so this is going to return val, okay, we can take total. Okay, guys, this is somewhat different. 1 minute. I think this method will have 4 parameters, I believe. I think we have some initial value also. We have to set it to this. 1 minute, I will tell you. I think here we can take one variable, total. I think you can write here TOTL, total plus val, I believe. I think it will be some each and every value. Console.log of x, you can write it. If you can write x, I think x are total. It is returning, right? Okay, don't worry. Just I'm writing x value. You're getting 1524. Yeah, total is any variable you have to take. I think if you are not taking this, I think we can write like this, I believe. So what is going to be happen? We have to take one variable separately outside, where sum equal to 0. Now you can write sum plus equal to val also. Let me check this. Oh, it is giving double value. It's giving you double value. 1054, 1054. I think you are getting more than that value. So if I provide only value, you are getting the first value only. You are not getting all the values. I think what this method will do, I think this method having 4 parameters, guys. Here, 1 minute. I think I thought that. So 1 minute. where x is equal to numbers dot reduce is the method. In this reduce method, we have to pass a callback function like this. This callback function having a parameter called total, and you have to take any variable, not only total there. It will give you one value now, one value index and the array, original array. Here it is going to return total plus value. I think this is the correct scenario. If we can print this x, I think it will be printed on the screen to you. Total, sorry, tot kada, tot. Just if we can refresh, now you will get the value 1524. Earlier also we got the same, but in the reduce method we have to pass something like this. There is no other way. Exactly. Earlier I thought, earlier I taken one variable separately, where I written sum equal to, I think in the for each or somewhere around I written, I believe. Where is this? Yeah, here I written something like this. We taken separately a value outside and we are but if I execute the same, it is giving a different value. Same logic if I execute here. So reduce method, it will iterate each and every item. It will return only one value. That is called reduce method, single value. Actually guys, this I used in React application for calculating the price of, actually there is a cart now. From the cart we want to, cart is there, from the cart we want to find the total price of the item, each and every. So the cart object contain lot of parameters are there: product name, product quantity, product description, product specification, and price also. We don't want everything, we need only the price, each and every item price. Then I will get the total price now. So the same situation, I remember. So I used this reduce method for calculating the total price of the cart. This reduce method, because this is going to return only one value to us, right? That's the reason we can use it, guys. Exactly right. So these are the some methods which are the part of array iteration. But remember, this map method is the very important method, and this is the mostly used method in our React application. React, see, all iteration methods applicable on string values of an array, integer values of an array. Here, what you want to do, so you can check this now. If for example, if we can take this into subjects now, what is going to be happen? Subjects I'm taking total plus value. Maybe it will be concatenated, yeah, it is concatenated everything. It can be apply on everything, not only on numbers, not only on string values, array na. So iteration methods, the array may have anything, but iteration methods will apply on each and every array. The array may contain string values, the array may contain number values, whatever it may be, right? But we know string plus a string, it will be concatenated. That's why it is concatenated. If it is a number and number, we don't have any problem, right? Yeah. Yeah, any other questions, please? So will you come tomorrow? Okay, then fine. So we can continue the same time tomorrow also. Okay, guys, then we can see tomorrow. Thank you all.